Hello everyone, Dan Keep Believe You Can Do Physiology More, and today is day 7, the final day of progression to possible challenges to push-up. And just remember, starting tomorrow, I'm going to do, I think I've actually decided, I'm going to go ahead and do the progression to impossible pull-ups challenge starting tomorrow for week 2, and so that means the following week, the final week, will be the impossible squat challenge. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick recap. We've gone over several things. I've explained how the Impossible Push-Up Challenge is a combination of overall muscular endurance and strength, so we must be definitely adding whatever exercises we must for our individual training to each exercise, to each training session, so that we can actually progress further and further and further. Now, one key component that most people, they know about, but a lot of people actually either don't think about, or just like, oh, they get to, training really hard, oh, I don't care, is recovery, proper recovery. Proper recovery is not just sleep, it's not just, taking time off, it is a combination of everything. Getting quality sleep. You can get 6, 7, 8, 10 hours of sleep and get shitty quality sleep. And so a lot of you might think I'm crazy, you might think I'm full of shit, but you know what? Honestly, I'm not. I've proven it many times. I've proven it with different sleep apparatus, things like that, is that I can literally sleep let me say this, give you this concept real quick. Based on scientific studies, for every 6 to 8 hours, that doesn't mean you have to get 6 to 8 hours, but just keep in mind, hear me out. For every 6 to 8 hours of sleep, you should be getting 1 to 2 hours of quality or deep sleep. But here's the thing, when I only sleep literally about 3 to 5 hours every night. There might be some days I may get a little bit more, definitely days I get less, but guess what? I still, in those 3 to 5 hours of sleep I get pretty much every night, I still get 1 to 2 hours of quality or deep sleep. And I've actually talked about this in videos. I'm not going to go over the actual science behind it, the key concepts. I do have some playlists to help enhance your sleep, to get more quality sleep. But remember, recovery is a key component. Things that are a key component of proper recovery are quality or deep sleep, definitely taking some time off. And then here's the thing, how are you going to know when you need to take time off? Knowing your body. The more you know your body, the more your body's going to talk to you. There's times I will literally train my ass off, completely obliterate my body, do intense training for 2 weeks straight. But the majority of the time, I take Sundays off. Now, why do I take Sundays off? It's not that there's a specific day. Mainly, and I've explained this before, is because, back in the day, years ago, and I still have this in my mind, that, the main day that would be family time with me and my boys was Sunday. And when me and my kid's mother were together, that would actually be mostly our days as well. So I would also either not work as much, or would not work on Sunday, or not do as much, or whatnot, because I wanted to maximize this. So, but the thing I'm saying is I train hard for 6 days a week, take at least 1 day off, but sometimes I will literally train hard for 2 weeks straight. Why is that? Because I know my own body. Okay, so there's our quick little recap discussion. Now, I want to give you a challenge. So, this is actually how I did, and I've explained this in other videos. This is how I worked up to when I was in the military, the National Guard. The what they call the PT, or the physical training test, is as many push-ups as you can do in 2 minutes, as many sit-ups you can do in 2 minutes, and a 2-mile run. Now, the push-ups and the sit-ups, you have to do proper technique. If you don't do proper technique, it doesn't count. So you can just sit there and just bust out 25 push-ups, and not do full range of motion. And guess what? They're not going to count them. You just did 25 push-ups, wore your body out, fatigued it for absolutely nothing. They just emphasize on you doing things properly. Okay, but this training session I'm about to show you is the exact training session that I did to work up to being able to do 90. Yes, that's 90 push-ups in 2 minutes. Okay, so what I did, and you can do different variations, but I would strongly recommend trying this exact training session, exactly how I'm going to show you. And yes, I actually overworked my muscles for a little while. It's a good thing I had about 3 months that I started training prior to our PT test, because my chest was just so damn sore and tight. I thought there was something wrong with me. I actually was going to the doctor for a checkup, just a physical, and I explained to him, and it was like, well, there's nothing wrong with you. You probably just overworked your chest muscles. I said, you know what, you're probably right. So I stopped doing this so much. I took a little bit of time off. Then when I started doing the training session again, I could do so many more. The most I did is probably about 400 plus. Within this training session, I did a total of 4 sets. So here it is. I'm going to show you. It might be hard to get a good angle, but you're going to get the basic concept. So the first thing you're going to start off with is wide arm push-ups. I'm just going to simulate, just do a few, but wide arm push-ups, you can go wide or super wide, but either way, as long as you're going wide, okay, I'm showing you here the wide push-ups, And however many you're going to do is going to be dependent on your level. When I first started doing them, I was starting off doing 23 wide arm to start with. So we'll go here. I'm not going to do 23. I'm just going to go 3. 1, and proper technique, remember. 2, 3, and control nose sandwich. Okay? And then what you do after that, you take literally only a 30-second rest. I recommend setting a timer. 30-second rest. Then you go with your standard. And yeah, I would say I do fingertip, but you can do regular, whatever. Then you go with your standard push-ups. So let's say we're doing however many, but I'm going to do 3 again. Proper technique. 4 range of motion, okay? Then after you do your standard, you take literally a 1 whole full minute rest, and then you're going to do diamond push-ups. Diamond push-ups are like this. Now, you don't want to have your hands too far forward or too far back, about mid-level. You'll find your own little zone there. Then do these, like I said, a full minute rest, and do these. Once again, 4 range of motion. Okay? And then you're going to take another 1 full minute rest, and you're going to do it again. You can do a second set, a third set, a fourth set, whatever it is. Now, first off, I'd recommend trying to gradually progress to doing an additional set. Once you're up to at least 2 sets, then I would recommend gradually progressing to doing actually more push-ups. Now, you don't want to go too fast and you don't want to go too slow. And once you get more into doing them, you can, since you're working up to the impossible push-up, you can actually gain a little more strength by going down a little bit slower. And obviously, you're not going to be able to do as many, but you will still progress even further and quicker to being able to perform and do better in the impossible push-up challenge. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to challenge yourself with this training session today. Remember, wide arm push-ups, 30-second rest. Standard push-ups, 1 minute rest. Diamond push-ups, 1 minute rest, okay? And then you do a second set, a third set, whatever it is. Remember, gradually progress. If you want to take a quick little breather, you can even do active recovery if you're to the advanced level. I also did another training session where I actually maximized this, but I did, this was many years later, but wide arm push-ups, wide arm pull-ups. Standard push-ups, standard pull-ups. Diamond push-ups, close grip pull-ups. And then I would immediately follow with chin-ups, because the diamond push-ups to work your triceps, and your biceps and triceps are antagonists. So working them both together will definitely be very suggested. So try these out, vary it a little bit, try my training sessions, and then innovate your own, because remember, Jeet Kune is all about making your own way as way. And please get excited and be prepared for the upcoming weeks for the impossible challenges. Remember, day 1 tomorrow of the impossible pull-up challenges. Do these things and embrace the discomfort today. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve. Smash button, kick that like button, just don't break it. Let's gotta do something. Do more than what you did yesterday. Get your ass up today and grind. What have you done today to push yourself, to grind, to embrace that discomfort? Believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you can truly deserve it. Because once you realize, once you tell yourself in your mind you can do so much more, guess what? You will. So change your mindset today. Push yourself. Let's go.